Hi guys, just a quick video for you here, nothing too long. And I just want to basically show you, I'm working on this Scanwell Pioneer R100. It's come along nicely. I'll probably do a little video just before it's finished. And just for the beginners out there about painting tyres, it's always something that I think beginners worry about on aircraft and trucks and everything. And the way I always go about it, I always paint the wheel first. So you can see here, I've painted the wheel itself. I've gone over the whole thing black first because I wanted to use a black primer. Then I've painted the actual wheel itself brown, and that's my SCC2. And so basically that's been painted brown. Now I need to paint the tyre neatly. And it's always an issue getting up to the edge and having a nice neat job done. So for this time I'm going to use XF85 because you need to thin it with water. It's no good using a solvent paint because all that will happen is you'll brush it on and you'll just lift up the paint that's under there beforehand. So unless you're using enamel, and then it won't lift it up. But I'm using black rubber XF85. You could use the is it number 77, I think, the Mr. Hobby. You could thin that with water. That's also called a Tyre Black. You could use any Viejo product, but I'd stay away from your Tamiya LP paints like these here. This is aluminium, but yeah, these are a solvent-based paint, and when you start to brush them, you just lift up the paint that's underneath. Unless, of course, the paint that's already there is solvent-based and you've protected it with a lacquer. So what I've got here is a little aluminium mixing tray, and I've got some of the XF85 in, and it's thinned with ordinary tap water, and it's thinned about probably 70% water to 30% paint. It's just making a bit of a thick wash, really. And you can see how thin it is. If I drag it up the side, it just sort of runs away. There's nothing much to it at all. So what I'm going to do is zoom in. If I can make this work, I'm going to zoom in for you. There we go. So you can see what I'm doing. Let's try and get the light a bit better for you as well. There we are. And all I'm going to do is with the brush, you can see I've done a couple here. Be careful not to move it around too much. Done a couple there. You can see I've done the back of those. So with the brush, what I'll do the back in case I slip, because normally I'd be a lot closer, but the camera's in the way. So all you do is with the brush, you want to flood it, and this is why the paint is so thin. And what I'm going to do is touch the rim there, okay, and you'll see the paint start to go around. You can see it going around there. All right, and don't worry about flooding it because it's got so much water in it. As it evaporates, the actual pigments in the paint, there'll be nothing left. It's just water. So you won't end up with all brush marks and stuff in it and big mounds of paint. Okay, and if it starts to dry out a bit, just get some more paint on the brush and then just touch it in there, and you can watch it go round just like so. Okay, I guess it isn't the best sort of example to show you on because it's black going over a darker brown, but there you go, that's your wheel rim painted. So there we are, that's it there. And you've got a perfectly nice, smooth, clean edge. Now I'm going to try and actually bring you in even a bit closer now. So let's get another one and do it again. So let's try and bring you in even closer so you can really see what I'm doing, because I don't think that was that brilliant. We'll see. Right, so got the brush flooded. Going to come in and just literally just touch the brush, and then just touch the edge of the brush on the wheel rim, and you can watch the paint go around. You see it going around there? And then do the same again. And then if you do this just in 3 or 4 spots, or 4 or 5 spots or whatever, it will help it go a bit quicker. And you can see that as it goes round, it will actually build up and come away from the rim more, so you don't have to get as close to the rim. And then you can just literally touch the brush down in there. Because the paint is so thin, it will do the job for you. You don't need to worry about having the brush up close to the edge. And also notice the other thing, is something to remember with your house decorating as well. Don't always think you need to use a tiny brush just because you're doing tiny work. If you're painting a figure and you're painting eyes or something, then obviously you need a tiny brush. But for doing detail work, you're far better off using a big brush. Like whenever I do painting on walls or anything, I use like a 4-inch wide brush and push the brush into the corner. So again, on the back of this wheel here, we just come in, just touch the rim, plenty of paint. There you go, you can watch it flood around, and I really have put a lot on there. Okay, you can see that going around, and if I just leave it, it will meet. Eventually it will meet up. You can see it going around, and it will meet up here. There you go. And then we could just go along and paint the rest of the sidewall without having to go right down to the rim. And of course the other benefit is, because the paint is so thin, if we do go over the rim, just grab a cotton bud, wipe it away, job done, it's gone. And there we go. I'm just going to go around and paint a little bit more. You might want to give it 2 coats just to cover the brown that's already there, but you can see when it dries, you can see here, you don't really need to. And then all we'll do then, we do both sides, and then when we want to paint the tyres, just get a blob of blue tack roughly over the brown wheel, okay, like so. I'll take a blob of blue tack like here, make it into a rough disc. This might take some of the black paint off because I haven't been done long enough. I'm going to bring you back out now. Just make it into a disc, just put that on there like that, and then airbrush the tyre, and then take it off, job done. Alright, so that was just a little video just to help you get along, help the newbies out there learn how to paint their tyres. There we are. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll catch up with you with another review or a build video, whatever, and we will be back with some more Titanic stuff. So I'll see you soon. Bye for now.